Well, hello folks, and welcome to Mush. It's time for the first, I think somebody called it the PPP. I don't know exactly what that stands for, but it's the opposite of the MMM, and it's time to go. It's 9 o'clock. We're going to jump onto the ship, and I guess that we're going to be Jin Su, the fearless supreme commander of the Daedalus. It seems rather fitting for this point in time. Could have been Hua. It had been the first time I've ever been Hua. But I'm not really interested. So let's see. Alert, erroneous destination, hunter attack underway. There's one other person awake. It is Chun. I'm actually going to adjust some of this stuff real quick. I don't want melting hearts. We're going to be that Kim Su instead of the vampire one that I've already been. How long Chun's been awake? Moments ago. Awesome. So, there's really not a whole lot for me to be doing right now. I think what I'm going to do now that I'm on the ship is basically just stand around here for a few minutes. See who else wakes up. We have 5 hunters. Actually, I could go deal with those. Okay. I think that's where we'll head. The mush sample is in here. Which is good to know. It's day 1, cycle 2, so we're getting an early start on this. With any luck, maybe we'll see Avak in here. Even though we won't know it's him, and he won't know it's us until after the ship. It's all about blending in and being stealthy, folks. Let's see, we have the ship Wolf, the ship E Street, and what? Yeponan. We're going to take the easy street. I don't have full. Actually, I'll have to use 4. I'll be able to get 4 shots. It might be worth it just to take off now and shoot these things down. Fire on a hunter. Bombs away! I may end up regretting this. But I don't play the game early on, worrying about whether or not I'm going to be mush, and whether or not my early actions are going to help the ship, and that kind of sucks. Only shot down 2. So we're going to sleep here for a bit, and whenever we return, hopefully more of the crew will be awake and we can start getting things planned out and sorted. Welcome back, folks. It's day 1, cycle 3, and the ship is slowly filling up. We only have 6 active crew members. I've heard from some viewers, and apparently they got in full ships really quick, where it just loaded up with people. I apparently jumped into one that is shuffled off to the side into some back dark recess where no one is being funneled to. Anyways, let's see what's going on. Chun has made an inventory thread. There's not really anything that I'm looking for. The knife is in center alpha storage, which is good to know. The hacker kit is there too. Hopefully Chun. I'll see if I can get Chun to take that. I made a dirty log in a neuron project. Chun goes, I guess camera installation is dirty work. Now we really don't have to worry about Chun being dirty. She's free to report whenever she gets dirty, though. She installed cameras in Bravo and Alpha dorms, so no goofing off when people are asleep, she says. Hello, crew. Good to be aboard this fine vessel. And the research thread. There we go. I didn't really want to make that. Actobi protocol has been installed. Let's see. Displays a uniquely colored pixel indicating who is on board on the tracker, useful for tracking anyone's slightest movements. That's one of the most powerful projects that I think people can buy. It changes everyone's color on their dot, and you'll notice it says down there, Bridge EW. That means Elisha Williams, Jin Su, Janice something, Paola Ronaldo. So you can easily tell who is where. It makes tracking people incredibly easy. Janice goes, there's 2 of me in the lab. I think there's been a cloning accident. Paola goes, I'm sure the men on this ship won't be complaining. Where are you at, Janice? I'll take the clone. Let's see, Astropad. And Janice goes, says that I'm looking snazzy. Well, Janice. Well, Janice. Yeah, you're not looking too bad either for a Valentine's Day trip. Just whenever we all jumped on here. Because she's sleeping in here, Janice, I have gained 1 morale. And I'm going to continue just to stockpile my AP for now. Hopefully, whenever we come back, there'll be more crew members awake. But I don't put much faith in this ship filling up probably until cycle 7 or 8. Because it is now 1 o'clock in the morning where I'm at. And I just have a bad feeling this is going to be a slow ship with a lot of inactives. Completely opposite of what I was looking for. We'll see though. Well, hello and welcome back, crew. It's now day 1, cycle 5, and 14 members of the crew are active. Roland is awake, and he's got a skills, tips, and tricks thread. Post your skills here, as well as any questions you might have as a new player. This game is about cooperation, and there is no shame in asking for advice. He's a sprinter, pilot, shooter. Terrence is a robotech and a pilot. Chun is a nurse, premonition, sneak, and last hope. That's 3 great players. Roland says sweet and active Chun. Oh, she's so close to lethargic, too. She's going to have to wait for her next life to use it. Terrence is pretty sweet. Roland says, let's not clutter this thread with your need for confirmation, Terrence. Good for have you in the pilot consortium, yeah? And Chun goes, yes, glad to have you on board, Roland. Hopefully everyone will be active and moving around to the ship. If not, I'll get chowed. Kick your lazy butts till you move. You have my permission, Chun. And she's got permission to do whatever she wants. Damn it, which skills should I pick? Raluca says technician is a better option than physicist. Physicist, goddamn Raluca, if you are new, ask me anything. A technician also gives bonus work on Pilgrid. It doesn't give free points, but it lets Raluca work on more than Pilgrid, and I don't know what she picked. She said too late, so she's already picked. Maybe she's a technician. If so, I won't complain. Having more than one technician is great. Chun's made a pilot thread. Try to post what types of hunters are attacking us and what their health are so pilots can coordinate with each other. More importantly, check in and check out till we get magnetic net. Pilot safety is priority. I agree. Let's favorite that. Got a med bay medication list. I'm going to favorite that. It's good to know what the pills do. 1 out of 10 computer scientists recommend using the Astropad. The 10th secretly scorns the first one for simplifying the journey. And Roland has taken care of the last of the hunters, it looks like. Camera installed on the bridge. And Raluca goes, if you build a sofa, could you place it on Pilgrid? I mean, to repair stuff more quickly. And Roland goes, girl fight, girl fight. Come on, Paola, knuckle up. No one gets Paola's couch, okay? That's her couch. She'll kill you for it, and I might kill somebody for it too, just so that she can get all that comms console stuff taken care of. Finola says, what's going on here? Where are we? I didn't sign up for this. Yep. Tough love. You're in it now. Better hold it together, Finola, and help us deal with those mush. The shower has been removed, so Alpha Dorm is without a shower. Keep an eye on Bravo. Awesome. We need to see who comes through here and who takes showers, and need to pay better attention than I have normally. Frida's found a planet. The first zone is Manacrog, an enormous beast. Yeah, and there's no need to endanger ourselves, Chun says, this early yet. Don't want to lose a crewman on our first expedition. Scrap those planets and try to focus on ones with O2. Okay, that is the most important thing for now. Or if we could find star map pieces. Let's see, the first 3 projects are Ox Terminal, Anti-Grav Thrusters, and Teslatron Reservoir. Quanti has been working on Ox Terminal, and Chun goes in the long run, Teslatron will help us greatly against a myriad of hunters. So might as well get it out of the way to pay for new projects. I tend to agree with Chun. The Ox Terminal giving me only advantage of saving MP/AP when people need to tag team projects like Plasma Shield. We got an inventory thread that's been well fleshed out. There's tons of stuff that I'm not really going to be worried about just yet. Most of the pots are in the front corridor. Ian wants all of his plants. The apron's been moved. And Chun wants to report when she's dirty because she doesn't want to feel left out. And let's see. Yes. Pretty much against testing as well. But might offer it if you're going to murder someone anyways. At least give them a chance to prove that they're not mush. If we've decided that it's time for them to go, we'll give them one last chance. Roland says normal hunter, blah blah blah, into cycles, salvaging. Can you go patrolling this time? Okay. So they're at least going to be picking up scrap. We've got enough pilots, we don't have to worry about that stuff now. And anti-gases, or anti-spore gases being researched. Finola says, just to let everyone know, before the ship is full, I won't work on any research because I believe in letting the mush start the game in fair conditions. Okay. I can kind of respect that. Just a little bit. Not too much. Just a little bit. So, whenever we return, hopefully the rest of the crew will be awake, and the game will be underway. Hello crew, it's now day 1, cycle 6, and everyone is awake, including our 2 mush buddies. I am not the mush this time. Let's see, the lasso has been installed. Val Lasso. Suffering from arthritis? Lumbago making your life a misery? SNC can help. If you're not mush, each shower has a 20% chance of giving you 1 health, or 1 morale, or 2 movement points, which isn't too bad actually. Finola says, thank you to the ones that bought the 2 gold projects. Gioeli bought the shower, and Finola says, at least someone that is a gentleman instead of trying to kidnap people. Yeah. He's just trying to get them to shower more often. In the dorm we all sleep in. Who has the camera? Let's see. Could you please do your job? Wanted to reset your Pilgrim efficiency, Gioeli says, but it's only at 1%. Did you use AP without choosing any skills? What a waste. Okay, there's also probably going to be... Yep, Gioeli is going to install a camera in the med lab and in the engine room. We have hostile vessels. There's 4 hunters out there. I have full movement points. Titles have been given out. Cryo is now broken. And Finola says, tough love? You send your henchmen to kidnap me as if that wasn't enough, you allowed some of them on board. I told her tough love to deal with it now that she's awake. Better hold it together and help us deal with those mush. I'm just gonna laugh. It's about all I can do. What do we have going on here? 4 fresh hunters with 6 health each, Gioeli says. Let's check out our new skills. Finola says, of course, I'm one of the very best biologists in the universe, because I completely forgot to update my skills here last time because the chat moved after I posted this message, but I said, I'm a leader, pilot, and cold-blooded. I'll be giving speeches daily in the dorms at first, since we seem to have plenty of active pilots. Gioeli is paranoid and a caffeine junkie, and he wants to know what rooms the cameras have. And since it looks like I have no other option than to be stuck here with all of you, besides working on making sure we save humanity, you can also count with my experience as a medic and a nurse. Wow, and Chow reports in he's just a shooter. Anti-spore gas is at 63%, which is where we are going to go. I want to update chat one more time. Oh my life. Good thing I plan to keep germs at a long distance from me. Okay. I have 8 AP. I could give a morale speech in here because there is a lot of people. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't forget that we have been selected for all letters to save humanity. No one else knows that, but you have a goal to think about those who remain at the risk of those to make this much possible and let them down. Because if you do, you're all going to die in deep space and no one will ever know your stories. So let's try to avoid that. I could take off and fly, but hell, I would only have 2 AP to do anything with. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I need to get to the med lab. We'll go through here. I'm not going to eat any food just yet because I don't want to risk getting dirty. Especially this close to the mush being selected. Reluca is hanging off in a turret down there, I guess. Chun is asleep in here. There's the camera. Gioeli installed the camera with care. And Ian seems interested in Chun. Chun is dirty. We're going to flirt with her. We're dressed all dapper and nice. For Jin Su, anyways. Oh yeah, Schrodinger. I completely forgot about him. There's Chow. We'll flirt with Finola. We have a lot of gold players on this ship. So we're going to help her with research. We already have 2 banana trees. There we go. Damn, already down to 4. So anti-spore gas. We'll bump this up to, survey says, only 78%. Not that good. I thought I picked up the apron. Where did it go? I think she picked it up right underneath me. Wow. Well, it's a good thing I didn't get dirty. Okay. Research. Relayed it. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure she stole the apron right from my fingertips. The timing on it was so perfect. So, what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people in this dorm. I think I'm going to go over there and give another speech. Actually, dang it. I don't know why I did that. If she will, take this up one more, I can relay at 94%. Okay. Now, I was going to say, we can finish this. I'm not going to be able to give a speech to those other people, but it's more important to me that this gets finished before day 2. I don't want to risk it not getting finished. I'm pretty sure Finola would push for it to get finished by then, but there we go. Anti-spore gas is now complete. It has been pushed through. You can drop this. If I rush back, I might be able to get my bed back. Thank you, Chow, for the relay. Anti-spore at 94%. And can one of you criminals finish it so that I can start working on something else? Okay. I really don't think Chow did anything. I guess he did. 3 minutes, 4 minutes, okay. I think we all clutched at the apron right at the same time. And one big dollop pile for it. So I slammed things down on the ground. Now we gotta beat Finola back to the dorms, if that's where she's going. I don't think it is. I can't help it that I'm an AP whore. I want all the AP. I have a lot of things I need to do, and damn, the bed was already taken by Ian. So this room is packed, the other room's packed. Whenever we return, it is going to be much later. I might do one more drop-in just to keep pace with the chat and what's going on, but I'm not going to have AP to do anything for quite some time. Oh yeah, and I could issue a mission. I'll do that later, before day 2. Well, hello crew, and welcome back to Mush. A lot has happened since I last updated. It's now day 2, cycle 2, and we have Call of Dirty installed, we have Targeting Assist, Constipaspore Serum has been finished, and I'm going to hop out of bed and free that. There's a lot to read. I'm not going to be able to read it all, unfortunately. Let's see. All the hunters have been taken care of. Roland says he's out of AP. I'll see what I can go grab. I've been sleeping all day. I have plenty of AP. The research thread. You can see where they've been setting up maybe relays to knock this out. Now they're going to work on Myco alarms. We might have Myco alarms and a Myco scanner done by day 3. Inventory thread is not really important to me again. Spice, sprout 1 empty pot, put 1 in the lab, hold on to the plastinite armor and 1 of the blasters Chun wants to hold on to. And Finola wants Chun to have a knife instead. Carry some stuff back to the Icarus Bay, and let's try to ration our rations crew so we can have full stomachs when everything starts to fall apart, provided we survive that long. I still have yet to be on a ship where we run out of food and people start starving to death. We're pretty solid, Roland says. Should we have a syphilis pandemic outbreak? Winks innocently at Paola. And Paola goes, you collect me some scrap metal and I'll make sure you need the whole ship's supply of medicine. I think that's a threat for doing scrap collecting. Astrophysicist, and I don't even know, Frida says. She can choose pilot or survivalist. I told her to choose pilots because think of all the scrap and capsules we can get. Finola agreed. Janice says she's shrink, IT expert, and neurons BFF. And Paola is radio expert and now logistics expert. That's good. This ship is loaded. I've never been in such a ship before. Teslatron is 15%. And yeah. I guess that's all we're really talking about here. You'll notice that there's no neuron projects done yet, which is kind of sad. Anyone awake? Roland asks. I am, but not for long. The Pilots Club. It's our private sub-forum for all of our pilots. There's apparently a second dirty thread. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to favorite this one. Roland is dirty from coffee. Oh. Yo. We have 2 dirty threads now. We need to make 1 primary and completely forget the other one. I don't need 2 threads popping up and looping 15 times. The beds thread. Okay. Paola and Frida will be at the bridge with the Swedish sofa. Finola will take the bed in medbay. Reluca has to be all by herself, and Chow can't sleep because he's crazy. That would leave 3 or 4 beds for either Janice, Stevens, Gioeli, Ian. At the moment, the most active candidates are Jin Su, Roland, and Terrence for shooting and collecting scrap. Free bed in Bravo dorm. I'm actually not going to give this bed up. I mean, I'll hop out of it, but I'm not going to advertise it. Steven's going to sleep. Get on specific time. Blah, blah, blah. 3 projects. And Mushes. Microwave can be useful if we last long enough for later, I guess. Who is buying all these projects? Paola says. Yep. Keep the benefactors anonymous. Paola's thread. I like people to hit Soul Link up. She's already got some Xylof stuff done, I guess. So that maybe they did reestablish the connection to Soul and then lost it. Carried out an analysis. She is scanning planets at least, so Frida's not just wasting AP. Roland killed all the hunters. Okay. Let's go. We're going to take the Pasiphae out. I think that it's in Icarus and Alpha Bay 2 over here, or whatever this is. Yeah. Take 2 AP to fly off. Take 4. I can do 4 scrap collecting. There's the Dyna Arcade. You can use the Dyna Arcade to gain some morale. Oh, it takes 2 AP to collect scrap? That's kind of disappointing. Got 2 scrap metal. Scrap metal and plastic scraps. Time to land. I didn't know we could get plastic scraps from out there. And apparently there's 20 new messages. That is not that exciting. Where's the scrap thread? You know what, I'll just put this in the inventory thread if I can find it. Medbay medicine list, okay. Alpha Bay 2. I think I got 3 scrap and plastic scrap, yep. Alpha Bay 2. Just looted 3 times scrap metal. 1 times metal scrap. And the Pacific. So that's, I'm not sure if plastic scraps are actually useful or worth anything. If it was a plastic tube, I'm pretty sure we could make a second sofa. But I may have gotten excited for no reason. Okay, that bed's still open. I'm gonna lie down in it. And I really don't know if there's actually 20 new messages through here. I guess there is. Chun, my dear, since the med lab is protected, can I sleep there? All crew members have earned 3 morale points. Because we did establish a connection to Soul. Thanks a lot, game. I'm glad you could finally show me all of this. Astropad information I'm not worried about. And I'm pretty sure I'm just going to mark all of this as red. There's 9 messages hidden somewhere. Who knows where they're at? And I need to actually go. Whenever we return, it will be my lunch break, and I most likely won't be doing anything. I'm not going to issue a mission yet. I did issue my mission yesterday off-screen to Finola in order to continue her research, but other than that, didn't really do anything. Good morning, crew. It's day 2, cycle 6, and let's see what's going on around the ship. There's an encrypted cosmic signal, and Finola wants to know what the BIOS settings are on. They should be on astro navigation, because we're kind of getting low on oxygen, in my opinion. We're down to 18. Paola goes, yeah, I was just talking to Frida and PMs over this. She's having trouble finding good planets, and her AP gain is low because Alicia won't leave the bridge. Frida needs all the help she can get on planet scanning. So, in that regard, we're going to issue Frida a mission. I gave my last one to Finola. Scan me some planets. That's the mission. Costs 1 AP, unfortunately, which I think is a ripoff. I shouldn't have to waste AP to give AP, but oh well. And Janice did wake up and change the priority settings. We're going to abandon this second dirty thread, and Finola goes, Jin Su, if you do a speech in the front part of the ship, please announce it in advance so that I can attend. Most likely we'll just keep giving them in the dorms, unless the front end staff is needing morale. Just let me know how you're doing. Don't wait too long so that you have to keep it secret. I don't like it when people wait that long to tell me about their morale problems. Finola was hit with some sheet metal. Our oxygen tank was broken 9 hours ago. Terrence fixed it but got dirty. We have 3 hunters after us. Looks like the link was established and then, I don't know. I think it was established at one point and then lost it and then re-established. And Chun says, crew, we need to start picking up the pace with neuron projects. The research team is beating you guys down there and we don't want to take on the glory, do we? She's also distributed myco alarms around the ship. Specifically, there's one in the rear corridor. Blah, blah, blah. Still trying to get Alicia to leave the bridge. Now, that said that was all the messages that we had, but I'm pretty sure as soon as we leave, like 20 more will pop up. Terrence got dirty. Janice got dirty, kicking Hua and Quan T off the beds for being inactive. Wow. Ouch, Janice. Ouch. I almost want to call her Jan. Ouch, Janice. Sad to see you have to get rough. I don't like seeing my Janice all dirty and roughed up. Hey, 10 messages just magically appeared. Go fucking figure. Chat in this game is so far broken it's not even funny anymore. Finola goes, maybe it's a good idea for someone to talk to Quan T. Teslatron's to 39%. I'll probably go work on that, since research is moving along rather quickly. Paola said we have a pill for drooling out of the mouth, because after I posted that message about 3 scrap metal and 1 plastic scrap, I realized I said 3 scrap metal and 1 scrap metal. I kind of had to fix that before I left. There's one message somewhere else, I don't care. I'm not going to spend forever looking for it. And let's see where these 10 magic messages popped up. Steven goes, well, I'm going to sleep. So he's on Pacific time. Paola's on Pacific time, and Chun's on Pacific time. I work overnights, so my hours are all types of weird. Really, I'm on and offline at really weird times. There's no telling. Please keep us informed. Finola asks of which planets. She's found Fromajan Rumus. No O2, only insects and low temperature. So we still don't know. They're wanting Alicia to get off the sofa. That was 11 hours ago. Connection with Sol interrupted. Okay. I need to decide what I am going to do. We don't need to move this ship yet. I only have 7 AP, so I don't have enough to fly out there and shoot down hunters. So I could fly out there, shoot them down, but then I would have to land, and I'm kind of tired of wasting all my AP. I think what I'm going to do is just go into the Nexus. I'm going to reset the progress on this project, and then I'm just going to go back to bed. One new message. Finola says, I think a speech or a visit from Janice tomorrow would be great. If she doesn't make it up there, I'll be there around day 3, cycle. I'll say cycle 3-ish. Hopefully, I'll need to come up there and move the ship to a new planet around that time anyways. Oh yeah, that does remind me. Where is the planet thread again? If we get down to 1202 and still haven't found a planet, I would like any able-bodied person to come help with scanning. I do not want O2 to become an issue this trip. We can do better than dying from asphyxiation, or waiting until he gets down to the wire and then panicking and having to go to some crap planet. So Teslatron, we'll bump this up to 9%, or bump that up, 48. 48%. I'm not going to stay in here, even though this would be a great place to place a Myco alarm. Janice came in here. Chun came in here 5 hours ago. I think that was when the Myco scan, or the Myco alarms were completed. So there probably is a Myco scanner hidden in here. I could stay in there and wait for Janice to come in, and maybe we could do a relay today, but I'm not that worried about it. We're going to drag our ass back to bed here and lie down. And whenever we return, I really hope that we'll have found a new planet and we can get out there and start doing some exploring. Otherwise, I don't know what we're going to do. But I'm not going... I might go scan for planets. I am not going to let O2 be a problem in this ship. I refuse. And also, off-screen, I might type up some commands and orders for the crew. Just to kind of get things moving along, even though everybody's doing their job, so I don't need to be a bossy Jin Su this ship. Not yet, anyways. Welcome back, crew. It's day 2, cycle 7, and my AP is almost full. Let's see. There's some planet chat going on. Frida says there's no O2 at Fromajan Fromagon. I started to find a new one, Grunagon. Paola says, dang, bad luck. You spent a full bar of AP on that one too, I see. That really sucks. I might go start scanning for planets with all this AP, actually. Shiaweli says, what books do we have? Would like to become technician or pilot, and with caffeine junkie and the right upgrade, I have the potential to have a lot of AP. But at the moment, I do not have a certain task. We have Shrink and Astrophysicist, which is pretty nice. I'm half tempted to volunteer for the Astrophysicist book. I could stay up on the bridge with Frida and Paola. I could give Frida a mission every day for planet scanning if I didn't get Paola's logistics boost. I might figure something out. And apparently Reluca is dead, quarantined by Neuron. Finale goes, oh awesome, at least she didn't grief this ship. If someone on your ship is quarantined by Neuron, it means that the SDF has decided to kill them, basically. Because they are griefers. They were griefing on another ship, broke rules, got too many infraction points, and they're being punished. It also punishes the ship they're on, but I guess it punishes the ship less than if, say, Reluca had started murdering people. Terrence goes, whoa, I saw that the first time. That's the first time I've ever seen that, too. I said, well, our only problem now is that we certainly have no one who can easily work on Pilgrim. It may be something we need to look into over the next few days and start making some plans. Terrence can work on it. Can he read another tech book and become a megatech? Hey, I've had a Frida who is quarantined before. Paola says, dibs on her body to eat. I really don't want Frida to be quarantined. I'd rather not see you eat anybody. Yeah, if you're gonna eat anything, Paola, eat the cat. Reluca's dead, so the cat doesn't really have an owner anymore. So, Chow healed Finola, which I guess is good. I don't know why he's wasting all of his AP on, you know, resetting research and healing people, though. I kind of want him to be ready to murder somebody at the drop of a dime, because we still have 2 active Mush out there. It's almost to day 3. That's kind of frightening. The Mush are playing the long, slow game. Paola says, alright guys, we got a Shrink book and an Astrophysicist book. Ideally, these can go to Steven for Shrink and Gioeli for Astrophysicist. You guys usually have no other set tasks. This would be good. But since we're in the Mush phase, we can delay reading these, or you can prove your non-mushiness, if you're not against that type of thing. Finola goes, actually, Steven would probably end up better as a pilot. And, yeah, we got a pilot and a chef book, too. Janice says, I can head up there at the start of day 3. I will need to hit up the research lab first, talking about going to the bridge for morale. So she's going to be up there. I guess I'm not going to use my AP for, planet scanning just yet. I will go reset Neuron. I think Chow was the last one there. It's an awfully quiet one. That makes him even more terrifying, I think. So let's see, Teslatron is now up to 66%. That might be useful later on down the road. Right now, though, I don't think anyone ever has the AP to actually fire that many shots. Okay. It's just been me and Chow so far. Anyways, I'll be back in about 2 cycles, and hopefully by then Gioeli healed me for 3 points, healed Steven for 3 points. Not really sure. Oh, the room did start to shake violently and I lost some health. That's interesting, I didn't even notice that. It's because I don't generally read my logs unless somebody screams that something happened. I'm lazy. And a lot of times I'm rushed for time. The logistics skill of Paola has borne fruit, so I got an extra AP there. Because she was sleeping in the room and I rolled the dice lucky. We'll reset this once more just to see if anybody updated anything. Nope. Okay. Whenever we return, who knows what's going to be going on. Hopefully the hunters will be dead, a new planet will be found, we can be on our way to fill our tanks of O2. But I doubt that we're going to be that lucky. Well, hello crew, and welcome back. It's day 3, cycle 2. No one else has been killed in my sleep. And let's see what's going on. Janice is looking for the armor, knife, and blasters. Paola wants the astropad, so she can find the post-its. I know that's important. Alright, Steven says, so who are known as inactive people on this ship? Hua and Kawan? Guarantee? Ah, shoot, that's what I forget to check down in the lab. And as far as Janice knows, those are the only two who are inactive. What's going on with Paola? This is Paola's thread. There's a pilot book. Steven does have a shooter skill. Also, he's game for proving that he's not Mush. Eat a pill and a coffee or a ration. We got Ghost Chun. It's not bad. And so Paola has already completed all of the Xyloft tablets. It's pretty awesome. We have a ration food thread. No. Okay. So pretty much it was a quiet evening while I slept. Just for everyone's information, Elisha cuddled the cat today. Okay. Yeah, there are several strategies to placing micro alarms. Generally, you can tell people, and if they touch them, they die. So, is that Chow snooping around in the central corridor? Yeah, there's apparently a micro alarm back there, too. So the micro alarms are all over the place. Paola has used one Soma, which cures a cold. We finally finished the Teslatron reservoir. That's good. Mycoscan is at 73%. And what neuron projects are next? We have extra drone, spatial wave radar, and a trail minimizer. Yeah, trail minimizer is pretty good. At least it'll help us later on should we survive for a long time. Let's see, it's day 2, we have 76 haul. I said if someone else can take out the hunters, I'll fly out and collect the scrap when I wake up. I've got full AP. The oscilloscope should be built first. So that's what we're gonna go do. I was kind of hoping that I would have other important things to do this evening, but might as well get scrapping. Oh look, 12 new fucking messages as soon as I turn my back. Let's see, what pilot books do we have? No mage books before Mush are dead, unless Chun says you're human. Are you willing to prove your non-mushiness? Okay. Apparently there was a door and a fuel tank that was broken. I told Paola to eat the cat if she's going to eat anything, and Paola goes, no, I was serious though. I plan to eat her body before the Morale Rebel base. I don't know what that actually means. She was talking about eating Frida's body if she gets quarantined or something like that. Like Raluca did. Okay, Alicia's picked up scrap and plastic. We'll see if I can get all of the scrap out here. We've got 1 scrap metal. Come on, give me more than that. Scrap metal and space capsule. I can only do that once more. Plastic scraps and a space capsule. And damn, there's still more out there. Scrap metal and another space capsule. A full day's worth of AP spent collecting scrap. That's lovely. Space capsule. I don't even have AP to open it. So, where is the inventory thread? Brought back more metal scrap and 3 times space capsules. No AP to open them, however. I have no AP left to do anything at all. We need to rush back to the dorm and crawl into bed for the rest of the evening. There's Chow just hanging out, guarding the back hallway from anybody who dares trespass through it. Anyways, I thought that there was going to be more going on. There's not. Whenever we return, hopefully I'll have to move this ship. I mean, we need that O2 planet. We're down to 2 days worth of oxygen should nothing go wrong, but that's never the case. Something always goes wrong. Welcome back, crew. It's now day 3, cycle 3, and the Myco scan has been completed. Finola and Elisha both say they're all clear. It doesn't really mean much as far as I'm concerned. Either one of them could be Mush. I doubt Finola is, because she's been pushing research harder than anyone I've ever seen, and Elisha says she's all clear, but I don't know. Astropad has been updated, blah blah blah. Apparently there's a ton of stuff in Icarus Bay waiting for an expedition. And Steven has made the oscillating scope to repair the hull better. It's currently in Alpha Dorm. We also have a new planet. It looks like a good one, apparently. It's got O2, ruminants, forest, twice, a shipwreck, oceanic intelligent life, and mountains. Ruminants is a good thing. Once the fuel is loaded, I'll rush to the bridge and get us moving there. Well, after a cycle or two, so I can get enough AP. Either way, in the morning we're going to be leaving. Let's see. Jin Su, blah blah blah. The gardening thread. It looks like Ian isn't as active as we'd like, so we may need help in gardening. There's a banana that needs planting. If I die now, it was payola during the food test, as Gioeli says. Don't know what's going on there. Chow says, I assume Steven moved them to the Icarus Bay, and everything's been moved to the Icarus Bay. Everything, he says. Janice has been comforting people. And let's see. Gioeli says, you don't have to spam the post-its. We have the info from the developers that they do not protect other items from fires. Only use of them is for expeditions. Yeah, post-its will not protect your stuff from fire. I'm sorry you gotta go through Chun for this one. Apparently. Oh, for the infected scan. The Xyloff thing that she printed out. Let's see. Something's in the lab now. Myco scan is finished. I started working on Spore Sucker, but since it doesn't look like a very urgent thing to finish, I think it would be better if someone could bring the med kit from Bravo Dorm so she can start working on the Ultra Healing Pomade. Elisha moved it to the lab. That's kind of good. And no, I did not. Nope. We're still in, I think it's Alpha Bay too. Yep. They're still in Alpha Bay too. Everything is. And really, that's all that I have for this update. There's not a whole lot going on. I don't have any AP to really go do anything. So whenever we return, most likely we're going to be rushing to the bridge and getting our first expedition underway. We're down to 15 oxygen, which isn't too bad. We could last until day 5, cycle 2 or something like that, depending on how much oxygen we get from the plants on day change. Well, hello crew, and welcome back. I really had big plans and thought that this ship was going to go a long ways, but it seems that the Mush grew bored and decided to just start rampaging and murdering people. I've been killed, Frida was killed, Roland was killed. So far I think that's it. Pretty sad. Screw you, asshole Mush, Paola says, and there is 67 replies here. Oh, pretty sad. And yes, I don't like playing as Mush, Terrence said. Well, it is a Mush's right to go on a suicide mission and just start murdering people. Blah, blah, blah. Well, none of this really matters to me. But I'm kind of disappointed. I did not want to die. We didn't even get to play games with the Mush. They just were quiet and then they murdered. If you think serial killers impatiently are waiting in line to repair pilgrimage, you are wrong. Hopefully they don't let him live. They certainly can't. Frida was assassinated. See why we don't trust you? Blah, blah, blah. I wonder who else is Mush. It can't just be Terrence. He might just be going suicidal and murdering. Simply because his other Mush partner is inactive. Roland was killed. Damn it, this ship could have been so good and we had to get shitty Mush that just go on a boring suicide spree while people are sleeping. Oh, yawn. Boring Mush. This ship could have been really good, but a murder rampage while everyone is sleeping. Put an end to that. Let's see, I liked Chun. She was good. This ship could also, well, it most likely will linger on for a few days. Like Chun, Janice, Alicia, Paola. Kwan T was inactive, Ian was kind of around, Frida was doing her best. I don't know about Hua. I'm not gonna like Terrence. Steven was good. Finola was good. Roland was good. Shioeli and Chow. This was a fucking amazing ship. Tons of active people, tons of gold and silver players. We actually could have done something. Oh well. Sometimes that's just how it goes. We'll continue this. I hope that all my likes went through, but this interface is so laggy and doesn't work half the time. And I'm not going to sit around and wait. So, damn it. That's it. That is really disappointing. I guess whenever I see you guys next, it's not going to be that long from now. I'll probably be jumping into a ship within the next 30 or 40 minutes. I want to thank everyone who did jump on Valentine's Day. I don't think that any of those people actually ended up on my ship, but if you did, and you see this video, let me know who you were, because that was a really fun ship, and I wouldn't mind doing something like this again.